Hey guys, I'm Eric the Raider. Welcome to my channel where I review products for the common man. Today I want to go over the things I loaded up on my motorcycle prior to my Florida trip. But before I get into that, I ask you guys to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to leave a comment. Alright guys, today I said I'm gonna go over the things I loaded up in my saddlebags prior to this Florida trip. I went out on a ride and I decided to let me get this done. Alright, so I'm gonna start out from the right side of the bike. Alright. During the Florida trip I loaded up an extra shield. I don't bring this around all the time, but this is what I loaded up during my Florida trip. This is what pretty much I loaded up on the Florida trip, but this pretty much stays on a motorcycle. This is the exception, the shield. So I have summer gloves, face mask. This is my document pouch, pretty much the registration, everything else that I need if I get stopped. This is the toolkit. Make sure you check up top and to check on the review on that one. Some neck garters, extra neck garters, and the medical kit. I'll try to look online to see the measurement of the bag, but I couldn't find the measurement, so I ended up measuring it myself. So the dimensions are the length is 22 inches by 7, and the depth is about, I think, 11 inches. All estimated, so it might be a little bit off, but that's how I measured it. Pretty much the medical pouch, which again, look at the review for that to see the contents of that. Tools, neck garters, document pouch, face mask, and a set of gloves. As you see here, I have a lot more room, so I left it like that for the purpose of having water bottles or any other knickknacks I wanted to throw on it. I loaded this on the right side because I don't necessarily need it if I'm riding or anything like that, so I decided to load this on the right side of the bike. Alright, so these are the things I loaded on. As you see, it's a lot of space on this side that's left, which is good. I'll get into the other side. Alright guys, this is the left side of the bike. Pretty much load up my driving gloves, my riding gloves. If I'm getting gas, and I throw it on the right side. I call it a knick-knack bag. I have cables and all kind of garbage in there. I have my Easy Pass. I'll show you how I'll hook that up in a minute. It has a magnetic part, so I just stick it here. If it falls off, it falls off in there. So it's no big deal. And my rain gear. I'll show you how I fold that up in a minute. And rain boots. And the jump pouch, the jump pack. As you see, it's not a lot of stuff again that I loaded up in the bags, leaving space for if I wanted to, say, take my jacket off or switch out jackets, I could have it, but I had that space available, water or anything like that. Alright, so that's the setup for the bag. Simple, and left space for a lot of things. The rest of the clothing or everything like that went into that wolf pack, the wolf bag that I showed you that was on the back. Alright, I also wanted to show you how I set this up. As you see, it's from Craig. Pretty much there's screws. If I pull this off, there's bolts here, and there's a bolt here that I took out and screwed in these, and they're always there, readily available for me to tie anything down on the bike. That's how I pretty much set up my bike to put on a bag on the back seat. All right. I'm gonna get into next what's in the contents of this knick-knack bag, as far as what is in there. All right. All right, guys. These are the contents in this bag that I call knick-knacks. It's pretty much cable for, well, I gotta get a better cable, but it's a cable for my helmet where I want to leave the helmet somewhere to go into the store. That's what I use. The pump for the suspension system, it's an ear suspension. You could put it down or up, that's for that. You have these, I don't know, I should have them in the tool bag, but whatever. These are extra straps, a flat kit if I need it. This is for the brakes. This is from my previous bike. I still kept it. I don't think I really need it. This is defogger, hand sanitizer. This should be in the toolkit. I just throw it in there. Charging cables. Never know you need that. These are the tie-down straps. This is a USB to connect to the battery if I need it. This is the cable. I went with a magnetic cable. I have to find that little piece to connect to the phone. I'll show you in a minute what I do to get power to my phone if my battery's down. And a little bit of screws and nuts. That's for this bag. So now let's get into how I mount my phone, just in case if I need power, if I'm losing power. Usually I will mount my phone here in the rock form. I'll mount it here, but I purchased a little block here if I'm going on a long trip. This is magnetic, and plus the rock form case has it's magnetized also here. So what I do, I stick it here, and it holds, and it's closer to the right side bag, which has a charging, cigarette charger, and I'll show you how I mount it. As far as this, what I do with that, I use my Easy Pass, and I have a universal rock mount attachment, and that's how I mount my Easy Pass if I'm going on long trips or I know I'm going over the bridge. And that was my setup for Florida trip or any long trip. And so as far as my power, I plug it in here. Alright, and I have this card and the magnetic strip. There's an attachment that I plug into the back of the phone, and I just run it along here and I plug it right in the phone. I didn't want a conventional iPhone charger, just in case it pops off in the phone and then the phone is done. So I wanted something magnetic. I know I'm running to the store, I just grab it and it pulls out, right? And I usually tuck it there, and that's how I run power to my phone until I figure out another way to do it. Now that's the way I run my power to my phone if I need it. Alright, so that's my setup for running power to the phone and my Easy Pass setup. Alright, I'll get into as far as how did I fold my rain gear into this pouch. Alright guys, this is pretty much how I set up my rain gear. It's pretty much just folded like this. It's not zipped up. I didn't zip it up or anything. I just velcroed the front, so it's easily accessible during the rain. I don't have to worry about zips or ripping it open trying to get it on. I put it on top of the pants, the shirt, I put it on top of the pants. The pants is the same way. As you see, it's zipped all the way up. I leave it open. The net to package it is in the pants. So I find that and put it on the back side because I'm gonna fold it into that bag. Alright? I left the zipper open. Alright, try to make everything neat. Put the shirt on top of the pants, line it up with the back here, and do my very best and just try to fold it as tight as possible. Alright, when I get to here, I know I have this, and I just fold it into itself the best way I can. Today I don't have a helper, so I have to do this on my own. So that's why hopefully it comes out nice and neat as far as the footage. But do my best here, so I can bring you guys information as far as how I load up this motorcycle. Alright? Alright? And then with the gloves, put it on top, and just put it in this bag here. And it usually fits. It's a nice day today for riding. Why not for riding, run some errands. Got back and I decided to get this done while I'm waiting to do my other contents for the trip, or 2 at least. So looking forward for that. I just ran out of memory, so I need to get something more memory for the phone so I can get that contents done. Alright. Alright. And that's how I pack it. Not the best in the world, but this does the job. Alright guys, I know when I did the review I didn't go into this pack for the jump pack for my motorcycle, but I got this when I purchased my Indian bobber. So I never used it, but it's set up for this specific jumper as far as the components that comes with it. So it comes with this adapter or transformer. It might be I would say a transformer. The problem I ran into, it plugs into this, right? But then it has this adapter to it that's not universal. So it plugs into the alligator clips, right? But then I have to find a battery for this bike, which it's like I have to take off so much panels to get to this battery or a battery terminal. So it came with an adapter like this. I left it on the bobber when it crashed, so I didn't have one more of this. I looked, couldn't find one, so I purchased these from Amazon. And this cord, and I connected to this. And now, along with this adapter, and I'm able to marry them together because this acts as a male, I guess, and I connect it to this, and then this is able to connect to this. And now I have this attachment, which is readily available right there. I could just plug it in and charge the battery if it dies, right? So it's a lot of stuff going on here, but these things didn't cost me much off Amazon. So you got like 10 or 20 of them just in case. But Does it work? I haven't tried it yet, but it should work. This is the main culprit here, this thing. I needed this because it won't marry. This won't marry to this without this. And this is specific to my bike or any other bike that has this available, right? Because I left this on the bike with this, so I had to purchase. I couldn't purchase these separately, so that's the setup for my jump pack. If all else fails, I have the alligator clips that I don't need all that connection, and I still have a alligator clip. So I still have two options. I also have this where I could jump from a partner's bike. So if somebody's riding with me, and I could jump from his battery to my battery, or vice versa. If his batteries are readily available, connect this to his battery and just connect this to my quick disconnect. So I have that going for me. All right, so that's the basic setup for my jump pack. All right, guys, as you see, that was the basic setup of the contents in my motorcycle. That was the setup going to Florida, and that's give and take the setup that I have on that those things stay on the bike pretty much for the duration. There's a lot of space that was left over for any additional things, as I said, jacket, food, or anything like that. All right, until next time, guys, take care of each other, God bless, and have a beautiful day. Thank you.